Hey Nash, what should we make?
I'm trying to get jacked, bro, so something high protein, low carb. I got us some ribeyes. Let's make keto cheesesteaks.
All right, let's make some keto cheesesteaks. In keeping with our healthy January, today we're gonna make some keto cheesesteak lettuce cups. Looks good. I've never made them, but we're gonna go give it a shot and they should be delicious and keto and healthy. So without further ado, let's go. So first thing we need to do is chop up our veggies. So we're gonna slice some onions. I'm not crying, you're crying. Then we cut up some bell peppers. Same thing, we're gonna cut them into strips. I have reds and an orange because you know me, I don't like green bell peppers. But hey, if you do, knock yourself out. All right, now we gotta cut our steak. So I'm using ribeyes. You can use pretty much any cut you want. I prefer the ribeye. I think it cooks up nicely. I think the original Philly cheesesteak is made with a ribeye, but I'm not sure. So go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But anyways, I had this in the freezer for 10 or 20 minutes, up to a half an hour. You don't want it frozen solid, but if you do throw it in the freezer for a few minutes before you cut it, it's just easier to cut thin strips. So we're just gonna cut this into really thin strips. All right, we got our onions, we got our peppers, we got our steak, and now we're ready to go cook. All right, so you could do this in a cast iron pan, you could do it in a griddle on a grill. I'm at my pop's house and he's got a Blackstone, so I figured, hey, let's use that, why not? So we're gonna cook our onions and peppers first. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter down. And you could cook your onions and peppers together. I'm gonna cook them separately because I'm gonna make some for Nash that don't have any onions. So I'll go ahead and put the onions down here. Put our peppers here. And if you want to caramelize your onions, the trick is we got to cook them kind of low and slow. So I have the heat all the way down here. So they're going to caramelize instead of burn. Because if the heat was too high, they're going to burn before they caramelize. No cross-pollination. Okay, look, we got to run away. And then we're just gonna cook these till they're nice and soft and starting to caramelize. Once our veggies are starting to soften, gonna hit them with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. When your onions and peppers have cooked and caramelized to your liking, go ahead and pull them. Set them aside. We're gonna hit our guy with a little bit of avocado oil spray, turn the heat up to medium, and then we dump in our meat. This is all gonna cook real fast, so. All right, now I'm gonna separate some of this out into two piles. This will be the Nash pile, and this will be the other pile. Put our onions and our peppers on. Now we're gonna throw our cheese on. I'm using an Italian cheese mixture, so it's provolone and some other stuff, but provolone would be ideal and more traditional. You could also use Cheese Whiz. That's also traditional. I don't know the details. I'm not from Philly, but use whatever cheese you want. Just make sure you use one that melts well. Cover this so the cheese melts nicely. I forgot to season our meat, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more salt, pepper, garlic. Once your cheese is melted, everything's incorporated, we go ahead and pull it. And there we go. I know it looks messy, but we're not going for pretty here, we're going for delicious. So we got some butter lettuce here. I know they're not quite formed like I'd like them to be, but oh well. We just take some of our mixture, drop it in here. A little bit in there. Okay, they don't look that pretty, but here we go. They are beautiful little keto cheesesteak lettuce cups. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's really, really good. You get all that cheese steak deliciousness and none of the carbs. So Hey, if it's January or any time of the year you're watching this and you're looking for something delicious, but you're trying to watch your carbs, this is a perfect dish. So go try it. 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. It's rich, the steak is perfect, it's juicy, the veggies are nice and caramelized, and the cheese and all the melty, delicious goodness. It just works. So hey, go try it. But let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm ready to crush some cheesesteak. That's how I'm doing.
We got these keto lettuce wraps you wanted, these keto cheesesteak lettuce wraps. Here you go. Well, what do you think?
Tender ribeye, melty cheese, caramelized peppers. It's like heaven wrapped in rabbit food.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured.
Nash approves, I approve. Look, this is a delicious dish. It's super easy to make. You can use it cast iron pan, put a griddle on your grill, griddle on your stove. If you have a Blackstone or something, or an Evo or something, then hey, that's even better. But super easy to make, doesn't take a lot of time, and it's freaking delicious. You can feed a crowd with it, feed your family, and just enjoy. So go make it. But hey, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, share, and subscribe, it'd mean a lot. Really help us out. If you want notifications every time we drop a new video, just go ahead and click that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments below, or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com, send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.